Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and oh, hi everybody, what is going on? It is Galeriot here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Chronicle video, and it is tier list update day. Yes, today we're going to be updating the tier list with the brand new characters, or well, I should say in this situation, character, and we're going to be updating the scene card tier list with the 3 new scene cards that have released in the game. Now, of course, if you guys go on to enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more content. Actually, a lot of you guys have been asking me to make a tier list for memory crystal usage on your scene cards, which I will be making in the near future. Don't worry, it'll be a separate video, but just off the record and just to let you guys know, what I would personally recommend is everything in A+ or S or above. That is the ones you should be prioritizing. But I will, of course, make a even more easier to understand tier list as well with some of these scene cards, not all of them, but some of these scene cards, and explain to you guys why you should be prioritizing XYZ, because of course some of them are free to play, so you probably don't want to be using your memory crystals on those, right? Or battle pass ones as well. So we'll go into more detail about that in a future video. But today, of course, it's all about Ahmed and the brand new scene cards that have released thanks to the Sword Oratoria event. Now, let me know in the comment section down below, where would you guys rank Ahmed? Because I think we're going to go straight into it. Let's rank Ahmed. And I think Ahmed is probably... she's probably SS, even though I feel like there is a debate for her to be lower than SS and put her into S tier, because of course there are so many other units that are capable of doing what she is doing, but better in a way. I still think she's double S because of 2 reasons. One, yes, while, you know, you could make an argument and say Water Lafia is doing more than her, Haruhime is doing more than her, or Christmas Reveria, depending on the units you're using, Ahmed is a non-time limited unit, right? The only other non-time limited unit available in this roster is Haruhime, right? When it comes to support units. So immediately Ahmed is going to be super viable for players, and especially imagine you're going to be able to not only use Ahmed to benefit your water units, but along with that as well, you can use Haruhime to stack on top of that as well. So you are going to see some insane damage from the likes of Water Bell if you do have Ahmed and Haruhime, because their damages are separate. Haruhime gives a general damage increase, whereas Ahmed gives a water damage increase. So if you're struggling with water content or anything of that sort, right, maybe a water boss or something, a boss that's weak to water, I should specify, you're gonna see Ahmed being used there heavily. But that also comes down to her, a bit of a negative for her is that she's very specifically dedicated to water only. But then we obviously put Christmas Reveria up there. But then you might be saying, Gale, but Water Lafia is also there. Well, that's where the time limited, non-time limited aspect comes into play, right? We already had Water Lafia's rerun, so who knows when we're going to get her rerun back again, right? So obviously Ahmed being an option for players is super immense. And then the second major reason, and this is in my opinion, the bigger reason, is that she's probably one of the strongest defensive supports, in all honesty. The KO negation, right, is amazing. We still don't know where we're going to use it yet. And I know people will say, well, Gail, we're not using it, so why are you putting her up there? But I think that just generally having that as an indication and potentially getting more content that's going to be challenging to the point where we're going to need it, I think is obviously something that is going to be super useful long term as well. And then the heals, the HP regen, I just think all of these things can add up and help out a team massively. So I think putting her in SS is fair. I just think that right now for the player base, right, I understand why people may not want to summon for her, purely because of the banner style, the timing, because of course we're only 2 months away from anniversary, right? People might not be at their full capacities for Selas, right? Especially with the wedding banners just coming and going, right? I mean, those outfits were amazing, so people would have summoned for those characters in particular, right? The likes of Wedding Ryu, the likes of Wedding Tione, and so on and so forth. And then obviously along with all of that as well, Philvis is coming up as well, who might be a really strong unit that people may want to summon for instead. So it's just bad timing, I would say, for Ahmed, but I think her being non-time limited actually kind of absolves that issue. Maybe if she were time limited, I think a good argument would be made for her to be an S tier instead as well. But I think just because she's non-time limited, the opportunities to get her, and also just generally what she does, even if it may not be as impressive as a Haruhime or maybe even a Water Lafia, I think she's close enough to them to be an SS, to be honest. She's very close. It's like a 5% difference at most. And I don't think a 5% difference makes that much of a difference, to be quite honest. All right. So that is where I will place Ahmed. Y'all can let me know if I'm right or wrong. I'm quite curious to see what you guys will have to say down below in the comment section. If you guys agree, disagree, I'm quite curious to see what you guys say. But yeah, it's just how it is. It's just how it is. All right. But next up, we have, of course, these scene cards here. Now, I mean, this scene card, in my opinion, is even worse than the other scene cards that we've just had, right? So obviously over the last few months, right, yeah, literally, quite frankly speaking, last few months, the 3 months that have gone by, right, the month of April, the month of May, the month of June, we've had the same battle pass scene card release, wherein they basically give special move damage and a special move countdown for specific role type units. So attacker units were the first ones to get it, I think, in the month of April. Then in the month of May, we had obviously the speed units get it, or defense units get it. I think it was speed units. Then last month, we had defense units get it. It's over here, of course, this one right here. And then this month, we've had the support type units get it. Now, the thing is, right, I've put the attacker, speed, and support unit ones, not support unit ones, defense unit ones in A. I've put the newest one, the support one that's coming out in July, the one with Eyes and Arya on the scene card, in B. Because why are you giving support damage to a support unit, or special move damage to a support unit? Like, I mean, okay, sure, you have Water Lafia that does damage. Let's take a look at all the other supports. All right, Cassandra doesn't deal damage. Haruhime doesn't deal damage. Special move damage I'm speaking about here. Ahmed doesn't deal damage on her ult. Who else is there? Christmas Riveria. I don't think Christmas Riveria deals damage on her ult. Somebody can let me know. I don't remember if she does or not. Water Lafia is one that does, so fair enough there. I will give, I will put my hands up and say, you know what, fair enough there. Asfi, I think, does as well, if I'm not mistaken, because she inflicts debuffs, but I don't know if it's via an attack or not. And that's it. Those are the only support units. So about 4 or 5 of the support units don't deal damage, right? And so in that situation, it's like, well, what's the point of it? The special move countdown is nice and all, but are you going to really use your battle pass, tickets for a scene card like this? If you're a new player, I'd be focusing on stuff like Goddess at Work, the familiar one, where they're all together, and stuff like that. I would not be focusing on stuff like these ones, to be honest, or the elemental ones. I'd be putting it down there more so. So personally, I would just focus on those instead, to be honest. It's nice, but it's not that nice, Now we move on to this one. This one, in my opinion, is a A+ scene card. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it at A+. Yeah, I'm putting it at A+. I was thinking about it for a split second, and I was thinking about where I place the original Haruhime scene card, the one that gives HP recovery and stuff, and I'm putting it right there. This one is more so only for water units, so it may not be as impressive as that one, in the sense it's obviously more general, but the stats boost is a bit higher. Like, the specific HP recovery and everything is, I think, a little bit higher, which can help out a lot more. And so that is why I put it in A+. It's similar to the action skill damage ones and the special move damage increasing ones, where even though it's only for a specific type of unit, the percentage is much higher because of that. So I think that gives it a bit of a boost, in my personal opinion. So hence why I've put the new scene card there. The Revis one, I'm probably gonna put in A. It's good, but it's endurance and stamina focus again, which, I mean, while it'll come in handy for Uncharted and stuff, right? But outside of that, no. So I'm gonna put it there, and I think it's only for water units as well. So again, it just comes. No, I don't think it is, actually. I don't remember. I need to probably check it up. I'll check this one up, because I'm not confident on this one. This one, I don't think it's water specific, but I could be wrong. Either way, it's just endurance and stamina, which for me personally, while I do think it'll be super useful in game modes like, of course, Uncharted, to an extent, if we get a water tank unit, which we're thinking Philvis will be a water tank, of course, right? She might be able to use it as well, right? And take advantage of it and stuff like that. It'll be good for those types of units, but like, still, like, I don't know, man. I feel like they could do a little bit of a better job there, in my opinion. So where is the scene card? Let me go to upgrade. Scene card, upgrade. Revis, is it just water units? Yeah, it is water units. You get 30% endurance if you're a water unit. The stamina has no restriction, so you get 30% stamina or 30% extra HP for free, but you need a water unit for the endurance. So yeah, I think A is absolutely fair. But there you guys have it. It's a short video, nothing too crazy. I didn't want this to be too long. I just wanted to do a quick tier list update. So hopefully you guys understand why I've placed units where I have placed them. But let me know, do you guys agree or disagree? I'm quite curious to see what you guys have to say down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. In fact, by the time this video goes up, you guys already would have known that there is a 12-hour stream going on, or there will be in an hour's time or so. So be sure to come by then. I would appreciate it massively. Thank you guys all so much for watching once again. I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.